This conference will now be recorded.
So, so let's begin talking about these projects. Who's going to tell me about project one? And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. Well, somebody better start talking. Is there anybody going to explain this project one to me?
Yeah,
Going
I will.
once, down, 'cause I'm getting ready to cut. Tell me about it.
Okay, so basically, what we're doing for our project is going to be a facial soap. So the ingredients is made with tea tree oil, aloe vera gel, tea tree liquid, castle soap, raw honey 100%, and grapefruit oil and purified water. So basically, what it's used for is for clogged pores, like in your face. It also helps with acne.
Unknown.
It also helps with if you have like blackheads real bad. So it's basically like if you after you wash your face, use a cleanser, then you apply the oil on your face that helps with the pores and stuff on your face.
When do you plan on making this?
We have already started making it. Well, we one person in our group have already started. We'll finish say this week before class Thursday.
You have all of these raw materials bought?
Yes.
And so tell me about how you're going to make it. What you going to do to make it?
So basically, what you have to do is you have to mix with all the raw materials. You'll have to mix them. You have to, well, of course, you have to mix them up or whatever. And we have got the little containers to put them in. Also the little bottles with the squeezy tops to put them in.
Uh, is a bottle in your raw materials?
We have to
Where's the
add that
bottle
in.
at?
I'll have to add
All
that in
right.
there.
Personally, tell me about uh, this one. Your name's on the one down.
Yeah, I forgot I was supposed to be in a group and we weren't really communicating like that. But yeah, it's just
Well, who all's in this group first, personally?
just me. I was the only one on this.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead.
Uh, what I had was a wood wick crackling candle. That's what I was making. Uh, basically it's just a candle that makes a like a soothing crackling noise when it starts burning, and it's made out of paraffin wax and something else, and it was made to burn cleaner than other candles, and they have a natural smell that doesn't harm the air when they start burning.
Why is it gonna burn cleaner and not? What you doing special so that's gonna happen?
Cause it's a it's wood wick instead of the candle wax. I'm trying to pull up my project now so I can talk about it. My computer just moving slow.
I guess I'm moving some other stuff up on it. It's going to create a soothing noise that promote relaxation.
Yeah. So different candle smells promote different type of relaxations. Like lavender reduces stress. Peppermint smelling candles promote focus and concentration. And it was one more. I'm still in the midst of trying to pull it up now.
That's all right. I got the basics on it. Let me move on to Diamond Reed. Diamond disappeared. How's she gonna have something in here and not here to present it? That doesn't work. All right, let me move on. So this team, tell me what's going on here.
Okay, we're doing body scrubs, and it's going to be homemade body scrubs that are going to leave your body refreshed and feeling moisturized. Um, it's going to be a sugar-based body scrub, and it's going to have a lavender smell. We're going to be using sugar, raw honey, lavender essential oils, and purple dye to make it look better. And that's pretty much it.
When y'all gonna make it?
We're purchasing our supplies tonight.
All right. Trey on here. If you don't present it, you don't get any points. Is this facing again? The same thing facing? Making me look again?
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Minus 1 point. You're only supposed to be submitting at one time. That caused me to do this extra work. Is everybody in here on the team? Is there anybody not on the team?
I am, but do I have to be on the team? I forgot I have a team, but I just didn't do a project with them.
Well, I got this first team with 7 people on it. 7, 8 people. That's too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. Where's Weatherspoon at? Is she here? Well, Del Real, you here? Tell me, who else? Are all of these people working on the team, Del Real?
Yeah, we plan on each having a role into this project.
Jacobs, are you on the team? Come
But
on, Trey.
I'm not on a team.
So why don't you move to Persla's team, Audrey? Is that all right?
Whose team?
Personally, at this point, assuming there are no issues with
Personally?
that.
So is this in terms of the product, or is this for the job costing, the joint costing thing?
Well,
I
just
just got
varies.
back.
We're just talking about the product right now. Personally, are you there?
Can I do my product by myself?
You can.
Yeah, I want to do it by myself.
All right. So for this team that has all of these people, I have more expectations. You got to be here. So if you're not here on team presentation, you don't get any points. Hi, whatever. Are there any questions? What about on my joint product? How y'all standing on that? On my joint product costing? You all get done what I said to get done?
Yep. Let me find mine.
So who has it done? Let me see if I can find it on here. Oh, here it is. So on this product, we went through and laid out the hours that will be involved for the overhead, and we got 8. Are there any questions on how we got to 8? Everybody can get this 8. That's what you tell me, right?
How we get to 8?
Yeah, how we get to 8? So
Yeah,
Del
how
Real,
we get
how do we get to 8?
yeah,
It
how do we get
was
to
we
8?
divided the overhead by the total amount of hours.
Do you see the 200,000? You got your problem out? Do you see the 200,000? Del Real, do you see the 200,000? All right. Do you see the hours now? 2, 3, 10, and 10. So what we're trying to do there, Montreal, what's overall is our goal? The Montreal,
Yes, sir.
what team are you on, by the way, for the project?
So I thought I was originally in the group, but no one ain't said nothing, so wasn't able to turn anything in today.
Personally, are you here? Y'all run a
Yeah,
rack. Personally, you back?
yeah,
Why don't we put Jacobs on your team? Is that all right?
yeah. That's true.
That's a good addition there. All right, so and Audrey,
Yes.
I'm gonna put you on this team too.
No, I don't have a team either.
What are their names?
I
Personally,
don't have a team either, but
y'all sure now to come out the woodwork.
You say Percy and
I thought we
Jacobs?
could work by ourselves. But I could be.
But you didn't send me anything.
No, sir. Yeah, I didn't submit anything because I thought the groups were supposed to be assigned, and then Audrey just asked if she could work by herself, so I was gonna submit mine by myself. But if we have to be put on a team, I can work with you.
Why don't y'all try with the team? So personally, I've got Jacobs, Williams, and Dawson on your team now, okay? You see, the reason is you're going to have to do some financials.
Yeah, that's fine. Could we all be put in a group chat or
And
something?
if you were doing by yourself, you'd have 3 or 4 years of financials to do. But if you're on a team, you only have 1 year of financials. You got it? But if you work by yourself, you got 3 years of financials.
Professor, I don't have a team either.
Who is this? Is this Diamond Reed?
Diamond.
And
Yes, sir.
what's your middle initial, Diamond?
I still sent you in what I would present, but I don't have a team.
Well, I'm going to put you on this personally team too. What's your middle initial, Diamond? Do you have a middle initial?
Monique M.
All right, just in
M.
case. I got it. So personally, Jacobs, Williams, Dawson, and Diamond, let's just try that and see how it works. Okay? We're going to talk about this problem and you are going to have to work it. And then on Thursday, we're going to be on the project. Okay? And so we'll be looking at how to do the project a little bit. So let's see if we can finish up this problem today. Then each team's going to have to turn this problem in. So see if y'all can work as a team. Now, are there any questions on, once again, on how we get these hours in terms of calculating the activity rate? Are there any questions?
Did the numbers change since the last time we looked at this?
No, I've just pulled up exactly what was there the last time. And does everybody have the problem of? If I can find
No.
it.
Okay.
Where's the problem located at? Because I can't find it.
Was that in the job product cost, joint product costing insert, possibly? Let me see if it was there.
It's under course content under joint product costing.
Yeah, so there was an insert that we put in there. Okay. So here's the problem here, okay? So this is the problem. Do we see this problem?
Yep.
Okay? Everybody see it now. So all we did was to take these labor hours, does everyone see that? And we took the labor hours, and our goal is how to allocate this 200,000 to everybody else. So that's our goal, is how to allocate the 200,000 to everybody else. Audrey, you got a whole lot of noise you making. Okay, so this is the problem, and these were the books that we're making, and we took the labor hours because we have to come up with a way to allocate this overhead to each book. Then we're going to do the same thing we did before. Okay. So the overhead is 200, but we don't know how much go to each book. So we put down the labor hours for each book. So we got this 2,000, and for principals, and we just put those same numbers down, okay? 2, 3, 10, and 10. 25,000 the total. So our activity rate is 8. We divide the two. So when we wanted to find out for principals how much of this 200,000 they were going to get, we multiply 8 times 2,000, and what do we get? 16,000. Does everyone see
16,000.
the 16,000? Then we divide it by 20,000. Are there any questions? So now we have the labor hours, we go on the principals, 8 activity rate. So the principal's book is getting 16,000 of the overhead. Is there any question on this 16,000? Is there any question on this 16,000? How do we get $20 for ink? Facing how we get this $20 for ink as we go to the individual costs. How did we get $20 for ink?
One time 20.
All right. You see that facing? Blake, how do we get 10 for paper?
It's 1 times
One
10.
time 10.
How do we get labor of $1?
You divide.
You
It's
divide 10
1.
by 10.
Okay, so, and then how do we get this 0.8 here for overhead?
You're going to divide. Hold on, I got to switch the papers.
How do we get this 0.8 here? What does the 0.8 represents? The per unit what? Overhead? Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go up here to see how I've got the 0.8. The,
So do
the
you
principal's
divide?
labor hours were 2,000. We
Right.
multiplied by that activity rate, and that gave us what? $16,000, okay? Of the overhead going to principals. We were making 20,000 principals books. So 16 divided by 20 gave us the unit overhead rate of 0.8. Any questions?
Okay. Right. Okay, say that again if you don't mind.
All right.
The
Does everybody
overhead, I
see?
see the allocate.
Does everybody see 8? This 8 right here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 0.8.
The,
I mean
no,
0.8.
just 8. The total 8. The purpose of the 8 is for us to multiply time these hours to see how much of the 200,000 is going to principal. So 8 times 2,000 is 16,000. The
Okay.
quantity being made is 20, so the unit overhead cost for the principal book is 0.8. Any questions? Are there any questions?
Say it one
No,
more
that
time. Say it one more time slowly. I see the 2,000. I see 8, and I see 20,000. You said
well,
do what?
we multiply line 1 line 1 times 2, and we get what?
16,000.
That's the amount of
Okay.
overhead for A. Then we're going to divide the 16,000 by 20,000. We get what?
Okay.
We get 0.8.
8.
So we wanted the
1.8,
unit
yeah.
cost for principals, 2010 1.8, 31.8. Where's my Word document at? Let me see if I can do this over some. So if you remember, you were making how many principals books? 20,000. So that's why that 20,000 is here. We allocated 16,000 overhead. So 0.8 is the unit overhead cost. The ink is 1 at 20. The paper is 1 at 10. The labor, we get 1. The overhead 0.8. So the total unit cost is 31.8. Does everybody see that? The selling price multiple is 2. So we sell the book for 63.6. And the predetermined overhead rate is 8. Are there any questions? I need to know if there are any questions.
Yeah, I have a question. So you said to get the oh, I'm sorry. You said to get the total unit cost, we added the ink, the paper, the labor, and the overhead. That's
Correct.
how we
That's
got.
what we've been doing all semester long.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Goodness.
All right, let's look at the next thing we're going to do on our spreadsheet. We're going to begin to make some journal entries. Okay? We're going to begin to make some journal entries. And let's look at where these journal entries are going to come from. These are the journal entries, okay? You usually got to put the amounts in. Now, for the principal's book, in our first 2 journal entries, we're going to purchase the ink and the paper, okay? So we're going to come down here and debit raw materials and account payable for the ink and raw materials and account payable for the paper. We purchased 110,000 ink cartridges. How much did the ink cost?
I think it was $2,200,000 for the journal entry.
Right. The ink is 20 and the paper is 10. So we simply going to multiply 20 times 110, and that's how much? 2 million what?
Where'd you get the 110
200,000.
from?
That's a given. We're now getting ready to make the journal entries, and this information shows the journal entries. So it says that we purchased 110,000 ink cartridges. You see this here? And 90,000 reams of paper. Remember, we were told how many we purchased. So since we buying for all the books, we buy 110,000 ink cartridges to make our 4 books and 90,000 reams of paper. You see this now in the assumptions?
Yeah.
Okay, I think. So if we multiply 20 times 110, how much is that going to be?
2,200,000.
All right, 2,200,000. So we're in stage 1, kind of buying for all the raw materials. So you're supposed to have your spreadsheet out doing this, correct? Everybody's supposed to have a spreadsheet out doing this. Then we got to buy the paper. So how much paper is it?
I
It's
think it's 900
90,000
pounds.
at $10 each. That's 900,000. So these are the stage one journal entries made at the company level. Purchase it. Are there any questions? And everybody is supposed to have the spreadsheet out, right? Does everybody have the spreadsheet out? All right. Now, what we're going to do is to see, we don't purchase, we purchase the ink and paper, all of them. So we don't have a stage one, but now we got to go to stage two. And how much paper and ink are we going to transfer in? So all we're concerned now is with, let's see, red. I'll just bold it, I guess.
So we don't account for the raw inventory in stage one.
No, because you're buying for all the books at once. We already did that. All we're concerned with now are making journal entries for this book where everything is in bold. Okay? So all we're doing is we own this column here because this is the principal's book. So we're now ready to be into stage two. It says we're transferring in 20,000 ink cartridges. So how much ink is that going to be for the principal's book?
400,000.
All right. So we're going to debit work in process 400,000. We're going to credit raw materials inventory 400,000. So you're supposed to be working right along with me. How much is the paper we're transferring in? It says what?
200,000.
10 times 20,000 of that, that's 200,000. So this is what you should have so far. Okay. Any question on these journal entries? Okay, so then we have, what is it, the 2,200,000. So now we need to go to the T accounts. Let's go to your T accounts. In the raw materials ink, we have what? In stage one for the company, we put in 2,200,000. And the paper, we put in 900,000, I believe, correct? We
Mm-hmm.
just we're just posting. And then for principals, how much ink did we transfer in?
200. 20,000.
It wasn't 20, it was what?
400,000.
400,000. And how much paper was it?
200,000.
200,000.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's go back to our journal entries. Now, for you all to do a little work now, I want you all to make the journal entry for the work in process cash and the work in process manufacturing overhead and transfer it to the T accounts. Here's the information. Actual labor hours 2,200. And you're going to apply the overhead of that 2,200. So what I want you to do is make these next two journal entries and post them to the ledger. Can you all do that? Say yes.
Is that for work in process and cash?
Yep. It's right there. You're supposed to have your T account out. I mean your
Mm-hmm.
spreadsheet out.
Yes.
Make these two journal entries and post them to the ledger. Did y'all make those two journal entries and post them to the ledger?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes. Did you make those two journal entries and post them to the ledger?
Did it come out to be 22,000?
Y'all supposed to be telling me.
Yes, it's 22,000.
What's 22,000?
And then
You
The
paying
work
them
in
how much an
progress.
hour? How
is
much
it
you
the
paying
work?
them an hour? How much you paying them an hour?
It's 40. Wait a minute. Is it $40 an hour?
Let me go
It's
back and
$10
look.
an hour.
I thought it was $10
It's
an hour.
$10.
Yeah, it's $10 an hour.
What's my estimated working process?
I'm trying to
You
flip through
hear
these
anybody?
papers.
I'm waiting, but I'm eating lunch, so since y'all kept me eating lunch today, I'm working me so hard.
We're on the intermediate, right?
No, you're gonna be on
We still on the
intermediate.
No,
principal?
Don't rush it. You'll be on
yeah.
intermediate tonight and tomorrow.
So we're
Just stay
still on
on
the
principle.
principals.
Just stay on
Okay.
principle.
Okay, well it's $10
I
an
want
hour.
the stage 4. I mean, excuse me, stage 2. That fourth journal entry, stage 2. That's what I'm looking for.
Is it 144,000?
How'd you get 144,000? How'd you get it?
I did 18,000 which was the completed books, times 8, which was the POR.
Wait a minute now.
You said
We're making the
$483.
journal entry for 2,200 labor hours. Okay. And we should be multiplying that by the POR. And what's POR?
Is that 8?
8.
That's time. So
So
how
that would
much is
be
that?
170. Is that 176,000? Oh, wait, hold on.
I'll take y'all word for it. It's y'all problem.
Wait,
Like,
so
oh,
is it
So it's 2,200 times 8?
that's what it is. How much is that?
Oh, so
17?
17,600.
Yeah.
17,600.
$600.
One person. How much is it?
400.
17,600.
17,600.
Thank
17,600.
you. 17,600. Does everybody see how we got 17,600?
Unknown caller.
What we got to do next now?
We have to do,
If you make a journal entry, what's the next thing we're going to do?
Go to our T
Like
account.
post them to the T accounts?
mhm.
2,000. I don't know why that's in red. So what you going to do next? We got 17,000. What might we do next?
What does FG stand for in accounting?
Finished goods.
Yeah, I think that's what we have to do next.
So
And then
yeah, we're at
working
stage 3 now. Can you make this journal entry for me? And what does it say?
finished goods,
We completed
and
18,000
it's
books.
$18,000.
No, we completed 18,000 books.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go to the T accounts right quick. And I'm just going to come down here. We're supposed to make 20,000 books, okay? But we only finished. Wait a minute, let me get outside of here. Delete. Maybe I try to come down here and get outside. Still putting those decimals in. So I'm just, so we're supposed to make 20,000. We only made 18. So what does that tell you about what's going to transfer out? We're going to transfer out all of the labor and all of the overhead. Got it? But how much of the raw materials are we going to transfer out? How much you think might transfer out? 18 over 20, that's 90%. So we're going to take 90% of 400,000, and that's what, 360? And 90% of 200,000, that's 180. So when we add these together, I just auto sum them here. We got debits of 630.96 and credits of 579.6. So I guess left in this account, is that $60,000 left in the account? Is the balance in the account 60,000? I guess it is. I'm assuming $60,000 is left. What we're gonna do with the 579,600? That's the
We're
amount
gonna do,
that now goes in
we're
this
gonna do a
journal entry.
journal entry. Journal entry.
570, 579, comma 600. 579, 600, 579. Okay, so that's what's left in the that's in the journal entry. So if we go back to the T accounts, we're gonna credit it for 579. That's gonna lead to 60, and now we're gonna debit finished goods for 579, 600. Any questions? Now you got one more entry to make.
And that's cash.
You got to sell 15,000 books. Okay.
And it's gonna be times 6360.
Okay. Well, let's see now. We had 18,000 books in here, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, put a semicolon here. So if we had 18,000 books, I don't know where my calculator is, and they were 579, 600. What's the unit cost of the books now? The actual unit cost.
Um,
All I want you to do is divide 18,000 into
It's
579,
30.
600. How much?
It's 32.2.
3220.
2.
Oh yeah,
30,
3222.
3222.
Yes.
mm-hmm.
No, 32.
It's 32.2.
That's 3220, 32.2. So now you know what the cost of the books are. So you know what I want y'all to do now, and y'all be finished with this book. What I want y'all to do.
Stage 4.
Yeah, I want you to do stage 4. Uh, this part, copy, is gonna be down here, so you don't have to worry about paste. So that's done until y'all cut the left. So all I need you to do is make 2 journal entries: cash and sales and post it, cost of goods sold and finished goods and post it. Can you all do that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
we'll do it then.
So what was that 3220 going towards?
3220 is what the books cost you. That's the actual cost of the books. Because when you look at what was actually the cost, is 3220. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, so that would go under, or that's what we would use for the cost of goods sold.
Yep. Good point. That's what you would use for the cost of goods sold.
He is fixing him a whole dinner.
Say what? This is my lunch. I hadn't had a chance. I had to teach some of the students early and principals who, we switched back on campus. And now they crying now. Oh, gas is too much. I got this and I got that. So I have to teach some of the students virtually and some in the classroom. I got the complainers. We need to be in the classroom. So I'm teaching almost straight through from 11 to now. But I want those 2 journal entries.
Okay, did it come out to be 954,000
For what?
for the journal entry for cash? Isn't it fifteen
That's what
thousand
I
times
got.
6360?
Yep. So
Right.
if that selling price was 63.60, then this will be what?
It's gonna be. I just said it.
Got to tell
Uh,
them
nine hundred and fifty-four
954,000.
thousand.
954. Well, that's the cash. All right, make the next journal entry.
Isn't the next one 483,000?
How'd you get it?
You do
I
the
just
fifteen
multiplied
thousand times
15,000 times
3220,
32. Yeah,
So how much is it?
483,000,
483,000.
182,000?
83.
83.
483.
83, okay. 483. All right, so let's go and hit our T accounts. So we're going to credit the principal's book here for 483. And we're going to debit cost of goods sold for 483. And we're going to credit sales, we said, for what, 954. Are there any questions?
So basically, you do the same thing for uh, intermediate, advanced, and taxed,
You got to do the
right?
same thing for intermediate, advanced, and tax. And y'all handling good. And then when you finish, you got to put all these 4 books together and add them up. All this together and add them up. This is due at 4 o'clock on Thursday. Got it?
Got it. Slot.
You can do it as a team or individually. But to make sure you all hadn't forgotten anything, do the intermediate book. Do the intermediate book and fill us out for me. I want unit cost, selling price, and POR for the intermediate book. So what's the unit cost for intermediate?
$63.6.
$63.60.
That sounds
That
good. 63.
that means the labor's two, right? How'd y'all get two for labor?
You divide it. You divide 10 into 5. You divide 10, I mean 5 into whatever and get 2.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So man and Audrey, I'm lonely up here all by myself.
I was sick. I've been sick, but I'm feeling better. I'll be there Thursday.
It's up to you. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, I have to tell you, Professor Boyd, I have my exit exam on Thursday between 1:30 and to whenever. So I probably won't be able to be in class, but I will submit my assignment. Are y'all doing anything else on Thursday?
Exit exam shouldn't be but a couple of
Exit.
hours. We starting on the project on Thursday. I think you should be here.
Okay. It's at 1:30. It starts at 1:30, I think,
I
to
think it'll be finished by
3:30.
then.
Okay.
What's our selling price?
Okay.
198.
190.8.
90.8. What's
Yes,
our POR?
190.8.
8.
8.
8.
Oh, y'all
8.
got that right. So there's no excuse y'all can't get this problem finished. So I want it finished all the way through cost of goods sold and cost of goods manufactured. So you know that for cost of goods manufactured, you're gonna go what? To the work in process account for each book and put it in. Then you're gonna total across. Cost of goods sold, you're gonna go cost of goods sold for each book and put it in. If you have an over or unapplied overhead, that's only done in the total column. So if there's an over or unapplied overhead, you will make the journal entries for it down here. You're going to record your actual overhead. And then you're going to look in this T account for MOH. So right now in the MOH, we have a credit of how much? What's the credit in this MOH account?
60. Oh, no, it's not.
In the MOH.
Is
How
that
much
the
is in this?
17,600?
That's the 17,600. So for each book, you'll be putting in the credit. And if we look at our information, it tells us that the actual overhead was 210 paid, and we'll assume it's paid in cash. So eventually there's going to be a 210 that comes in this account. And you're going to have to prepare the postage in here for all 4 books from the work in process account to see if there's a difference. And if there is a difference, it will go on your cost of goods uh, sold statement right here. Let's see. This is the only box you got to fill out. You don't do it book by book. You do it for the company as a whole. Okay? So you'll need something in this box only. Are we clear? Any reason I won't have these at 4 o'clock? So nobody has a
No.
reason. So they all do it 4 o'clock. And we'll be
Thursday, right?
starting. Yep, because And then I'll put the insert in. We'll be on cost, volume, profit relationships on Thursday, where you will move our approach a little bit, and you're going to learn how many of those products you got to sell to break even. All those products y'all were talking about, how many you got to sell to break even, how many you got to sell to make $1 million. I don't know if y'all going to get a mental health day or not. Y'all might need a work day. So what?
We need a mental health day.
I don't know.
What is he doing?
I got to get my work done. Dean and King, y'all appearing at the last moment. Got to push hard to the end. We only got, what, 4 weeks to go? So it's tight. We have to figure out how we'll get this done. Normally, say we just be in here from 4 to 6 every day, but a few people got classes, but we may have to be at 4 to 6 with the people on the team who can be here so we can get where we need to be. So some of y'all missed class anyway, so you would expect on Thursday we'll probably be here 4 to 6. Vaughn, you're supposed to be saying thank you, dedicated professor.
Thank you.
Okay. So we will probably be working 4 to 6 on Thursday. Probably 4 to 6 from here on out, so we can catch up and get where we need to be. If y'all work hard and everything, you see, there's a rationale for that, but y'all go in and out, people come and go. See, Jacob's house trying to let this project be the final, but these people keep going and coming and disappearing and everything, and saying they got to do this and they got to do that. So I just don't know. Is they're real back now and gone? So we'll see, but I don't know. This is a unique class here. So if everybody has it in, I'll have some consideration for it. But if y'all don't have this problem in next time, and boom, that's it. I say, well, they want a real tough final exam like that midterm. That's what I'm assuming they want. They won't do the work.
How do we do on our midterm, our extra credit?
I hadn't gotten back to it yet. I had to work with those principal students.
Because I saw my grade, and it's just not fair.
Well, then you better finish that exit exam early and be in this class. You can only do something about your grade if you're in the class. Man,
So, Dr. Boyd,
I found one of your exams. So I've
okay,
adjusted your grade for that. So I found one. I need one more, but I
okay,
did find one of those from
okay.
period one.
Dr.
Okay.
Boyd, are you gonna be in class on Thursday?
Yeah. Why?
I mean, like you're gonna be on campus. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
I
just come
get
in class.
here at 11 o'clock.
Okay. Well, what about tutoring tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, 6.
6 o'clock.
Okay.
So try to be, especially if you're having any problems, you need to be in tutoring.
Is tutoring on campus?
No, tutoring is
Oh,
not on campus. So what we said, Blake, was that I would be here to teach the class. So I'm on campus now. And so you can be outside of my office and I can work with and go back and forth. Just like when we had breaks, if you up here, then I can come and work with you personally outside of my office. Got it? So I'm on campus right now. And eventually I may have teams. Look at all these people showing up. Jacob, you see this? All these people showing up, acting like they might want to. Everybody on that bottom row, y'all not gonna be able to exempt the founder. Y'all weren't here when I said it, so you can only do it if you were here when I said it. So if you weren't here, I'm gonna give you a hard found by yourself. See, the advantage is to be in class. And see, one time, see y'all go. Well, some of y'all kind of hard headed, boy. Some of y'all real hard headed. Don't know when somebody trying to make it easy for you. So if you want to have any chance of it, you gotta get your project done, of course. But my first test on this is gonna be when on this joint project, this joint product costing Excel worksheet. Did you get that Excel worksheet in done? If you didn't, then you got a final. Got it? If you get it done, then you pass step one, exempting the file. And I really think that's fair. I created the worksheet. I've done the first year. All you got to do is put 3 more on there. So you got to earn something. You got to do something on your own. But we'll see. You got to be here. I'll tell you that. That final might be kind of hard, isn't it? Okay, so you all have a good one. Have my problem worked on this spread? The spreadsheet just didn't appear. I had to create the spreadsheet. So I'd be working on it. It just didn't appear, you know, like that. So make sure you work on that, and we'll try to see those who need to at 6 o'clock virtually on tomorrow. Then on Thursday, I'll be here. Unfortunately, those principal students were me from about 1 till about 4, about the time of this class. But I can work with you during the class and for a little while afterwards on Thursday. Now, eventually, I will probably meet with these teams, okay, up here. So I'll be going on the class, but I'll be meeting with those teams up here, on those projects. So it would just be a team one day and then another team the next day, and we'll work on that. We may work over with that team so you can get your project done. So that with your project done, you can be considered for exempting the file. But if your project not done, you're not going to exempt the file. I can tell you that right now. I'm gonna put the time in. It's up to you to put the time in now or take the file. I'm getting old. It's hard for me to be up here at 6 and 7 at night. But see, I'm always dedicated to do my part. So I'm gonna do my part. You'll have no excuse in terms of my not having done my part. It's just a matter of whether you do your part. All right, let me get ready to get out of this traffic and head down 288. We'll see you virtually at 6 tomorrow, and we'll see you virtually in my outer office at 4 o'clock on Thursday. You all have a good one.
Professor Boyd,
Yes,
can I ask you something real quick?
sure.
So I'm missing a grade for my midterm quiz and my midterm quiz
Oh, you
too.
can't ask that now. Email me, and I'll work on that. I'm gonna work on that tomorrow, but I'm too tired now. I told you I'm getting old, so I can't use my
Okay.
brain anymore today. I'm just too old to use my brain anymore. but
Yeah,
it
okay.
should begin to
Thank you.
function again tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
So
you.
we'll see you all, and I will be working on the you all's grades to finish up tomorrow. So I'll be doing that during the day. So I'll try to get that done tomorrow. All right. You all have a good one. We'll see y'all next time.